Hey y'all, welcome in, welcome in. If you're new or just passing through to my channel, welcome. My name is Tam. I'm also known as the Enlightened Auntie. If you're returning, welcome back, squad. I'm here today to do another general collective reading. We're not science specific here, we're also gender fluid. I may say you and I'm talking to them. I may say them, I'm talking to you. Put yourself in the story wherever you seem to fit. Remember that time and energy are fluid, so I could be talking about the past, present, or the future. Take the parts that resonate and leave everything else behind. If you would like to book a personal more aligned with your own story, all of my information is below in the description box, and I invite you to join me for a session. My braid appointment got pushed back. Thank God she hit me up just minutes before I was getting ready to leave the house, so she gave me a little extra time so that I could pump out a video before I go. I still got like, I don't know, another hour and a half or so before I have to leave, so we got a little time. Let's get into it. Hope everybody is doing good and feeling good. Let's see what Spirit wants to talk about today. I'm like, I don't know how I feel about this. Let's see. Okay, we'll do this. I'll do my standard. Okay. This feels like somebody wanting to communicate to you. Okay, now, before I even go into all of this, I gotta remind you, we are in the pre-shadow of Mercury's retrograde. And even though Mercury retrograde doesn't officially start until the 9th, we're in the pre-shadow now. And Mercury is still in Scorpio, so Mercury, the sun, I think the last I was checking, I don't know if the moon has moved or not, but the last I checked, like the sun, the moon, Mercury, Lilith, and Mars, all in Scorpio. So there may be somebody wanting to come towards you to like express how they feel. It might come out a little bit like love bombing, though. I feel like somebody here is kind of mustering up some courage, but it's somebody that you may be, I want to say you could definitely be at a distance from. Somebody may want to bridge the gap between you by like trying to come towards you. I see a lot here. Somebody might want to bridge the gap. They want to come toward. They may want to come towards you. They may not. I don't know. I'm kind of getting like, this looks like somebody wanting, they're trying to get to you, but I do feel like blockages around you. So it could be like, I mean, and this could be energetic. I mean, I think I've talked about this before. It's like, even if people wanted to come towards you, they're prevented from actually having access to you. Because like I said, you're very, very protected. Okay. Part of the blockage, okay, because the energy of the person that wants to come towards you, the energy of the person that may want to come towards you, I don't know if they are already in a relationship or something. It definitely feels like they're in the middle of like maybe they're in the middle of a divorce, but it's not finalized, because that's part of their dilemma. I do see somebody wanting to communicate. They want to come towards you. They want to tell you They want to tell you how they feel. I feel like they're very sad, like without you. It's almost like, because, you know, when you're like living your life, I mean, I'm speaking for myself. Like, I'm not really thinking about what other people are doing or what's going on in their life, or like, so you're probably not thinking about this person. But it's like, because, you know, I've talked about it. Like, if you severed a cord with somebody, like the person on the other end, they can actually feel the disconnect, like the moment where you just like are finally like done. And I feel like this person is, they're trying to salvage what they believe is still existing between you, because it feels very much like, I hope that this is not like done. Like, I know it's over, but I hope that I have like a little, you know, wedge of space that I can kind of like wiggle myself in. This person wants to communicate with you because they don't, I feel like they don't want that sense of finality between you and them. So I feel like they are trying to manifest, like if they're going through a divorce, this feels like somebody who's trying to actively work towards like making that happen faster. Because I just see a lot of energy of like them wanting to communicate, but the reason why they may not be able to is because they might still be living under the same roof as this person. But the reason, the main blockage is it's an actual person. Okay. Okay, so I'm using a tarot deck, but this person, hmm. Okay, so it's like this person's waiting for a divorce or something. They're waiting on this divorce to happen, but I think their issue is it's like it's not happening fast enough, because they feel, like I said, they feel like they're running out of time, especially when it has something to do with you. There's a time factor here, and they feel like they're running out of time, but I kind of feel like part of the lesson for this person is like they can't really, like, the way things stand is outside of their control, and they're kind of seeing that right now. It's kind of like, I think I said this like maybe 2 or 3 readings ago, like part of this person's karma may be the fact that they have to watch you go on and live your life like without them, like you know, move away from them completely, you know, go do your own thing, having nothing to do with this person. They're recognizing too that, I don't know, like I'm talking to somebody or talking about somebody who's like witnessing you. It's like, I'm hearing it like it's a new life. But the element around happiness is something about you being happy, or you being in another, like a different energetic space. Because maybe when you were dealing, I'm like looking at the colors on the cards, maybe when you were dealing with this person, there was a lot of like, I don't know, doom and gloom and disappointment. And now they're actually seeing like you are, you know, you've moved on. You appear to be very happy, and they can't do nothing. Like, they can't even come in to like disturb your peace or try to create any kind of like waves or anything like that, because you're already, you know, you're already gone, basically. All right. You're already gone. This is a missed opportunity. This is a missed opportunity. And that's the true Ace of Swords. And that's the truth. Yeah, it almost feels like this person wants to come towards you. They want to come towards you. They want to tell you if they withheld how they felt or whatever. They want to tell you the truth. They're trying to muster up every bit of courage that they can to come and tell you the truth, to have this conversation, to like pitch like a whole new beginning. And they're worried. They are worried about rejection. This person may have also rejected you in the past. They may have rejected you. They may have rejected you in the past. This person, oh, what's funny about it is this person, this is like one of those hindsight is 2020, because maybe in the past while they were rejecting you, I feel like this person may not have realized this person didn't, I don't know. The energy that I'm getting off of this is like, maybe there was something about your energy or something about their presence, like you being in this person's presence, that made them, I don't know, more attractive, more desirable, more shiny, right? It's almost like, God, I wish I could describe this. There's a lot of energy here, because it kind of feels like somebody who, like, outside of your energy, away from you, not having any kind of connection to you, they were just regular. There's nothing wrong with being regular, but I'm just saying, they were just like regular, right? And when they were standing next to you or in your energy, you're sharing space, you're breathing the same air. All of a sudden, there was like a little bit of a glow up for this person, right? So that little bit of glow up that they felt or experienced when they were in your presence, they felt like that was a part of their natural swag, we'll say. I hope you're following. Because it kind of feels like somebody who like falsely, this is very Neptunian, and I'm saying that because Neptune has been in Pisces since 2011. So we'll go all the way back then. And it could have even been longer than that, but we'll use this time period as a measurement. So this person in your presence deluded themselves to think that they were way more shinier, prettier, more exciting, more captivating than reality, than what they really are. They needed your presence to cast that. You know how have you seen the movies, the Twilight movies? And you know how whenever the vampires would get in the little bit of light and they would have like a little sheen of glittery glow, like that. It's like when you were in their presence, they had that little sheen of glittery glow, like it made them look a whole lot more fascinating than what they really were. But then when you remove your energy from their field, they're not really all that fascinating. But what they thought, they took that, ooh, I'm fascinating, I'm glittery, and they ran off to like sprinkle it around with other people, thinking that I'm glittery and I'm, whatever, right? So they passed you over, which is wild. They passed you over in order to be, this is somebody who also likes a lot of attention. So they passed you up, somebody who had a very loving and nurturing, like maybe you were way too grounded for them and they needed things to be way more exciting. Which is weird, but whatever. This person may have needed something a little bit more exciting, so they you know, rejected all of that nurturing, loving energy that you may have tried to focus on them in favor of being around a bunch of other people. Now they're kind of like, damn, the collective is gone. And maybe they even at the time did not recognize your value. Now that I feel like what they've been tied to, if they did get married to somebody, they got married to somebody who was the complete opposite of you. The person that they ended up with was very cold and harsh and really detached and don't really have a whole lot of like emotions to give to someone. Like, this is the total opposite of you. And so I feel like this person now is like, because they're going through whatever, if they're going through a divorce or whatever, now they're trying to figure out, how do I get back to the collective? I mean, like I said, it's a missed opportunity, and the collective is really not, I honestly don't think the collective is really interested in a whole new beginning. Not with them, at least. I'm like, the collective is already embarking on their whole new cycle without this person. Okay. Yeah, it's like they want to come rushing to you. This person may need to like move or something like that, because they may live, like I said, they may live at a distance. They're finally, yeah, this is somebody who's they're going through a divorce or something. And they're finally, but I think it's kind of like, I'm like, time's ticking. Like, they're impatient. And that's why over here, like, they don't really have a choice but to kind of like fall back and just watch you go, because, I mean, nobody told them to marry this person, but they're trying to get themselves out of a nightmare. But they're also trying to manifest a way where they can, I don't know, communicate or reach out to you to prevent the relationship from like finally, like, again, like, you know, it's hard to say. I mean, I know for certain for myself, like, I don't know what other people are doing because I don't give a shit and I'm focusing on my own stuff. So you might even be in that same energy, like, you don't actually know what the hell's going on over there and you don't really care. This person is, I feel like they're desperate to come towards you because they feel like, you know, time is running out. I don't want this to end. I really want to come towards you because I'm finally getting out of this situation that I got myself into. Yeah. They got themselves involved in some shit. They got themselves involved in some shit. That's crazy. This person, it's funny. It's very interesting how this has been happening a lot. Like, I'll be talking, just kind of basing it off the energy that I see, and then the cards that actually support everything that I'm saying, they finally start coming out. I think that's funny. Like, what part of the skills is this? Like, I don't know. These are just a tool. Like, cards are just a tool. So this looks very much like somebody who, they think a lot about they just want to talk to you. They want to leave their situation and they want to come rushing in. It's like now they want to come and invest the kind of energy and time that they should have in the beginning. They just want this whole thing, whatever they're going through, they just want all that to be done. They want it to be over so they can come towards you. Okay. So intuitively you may know that you have people watching you or stalking you or looking into you. I think what this person is seeing, number one, part of their lesson is like they don't really have any control over how fast or slow this divorce thing is going. And again, they gotta watch you. They don't really have much of a choice other than just to be able to watch you from a distance, because I do see that. And if I go all the way around in a circle, this feels very much like they're watching you. You might not, if you are partnered, you don't have to be, but if you are a partner, like you've moved on, you've got a whole new situation or whatever, you may not talk a lot about your partnership or your relationships. They don't really know what's going on with your life in that regards. They just see that you're like stable and that you're happy. Like that is visible. This person can actually see, because the sun is out here with the Page of Swords in the reverse. So they can literally see that you're stable financially, emotionally. You may have a lot going on. I feel like it's kind of like whoever you are, you have a lot going on. I am talking to the Divine Feminine. Today we're focusing on the Divine Feminine. And right now I'm talking to a feminine who pretty much has their shit together. Not only are you a very loving and nurturing person, you're very generous to others. You show up, you know what I'm saying? They're a little bit put off by the fact that you're generous with others, but you are definitely holding back from them. Like you don't have any energy to offer. Like you have a lot going on. You have a lot of responsibilities and things that you tend to, social calendars, your own calendar, your children's calendars. You seem to do it all and carry it all with grace. And this person is just kind of like watching you. I don't know, it's really weird. It's just they're just like kind of watching you go on with your life. And at one point, you may have waited for this person to come back or to resurface to try to like balance things out and like, you know, I don't know, heal the connection, whatever the connection is. But at this stage, in this point, you're literally not interested. Yeah, because you're happy. You're happier on your own. Okay. Now I did say part of their karma was them having to kind of like I said, if they're going through a divorce, like this divorce is going to take as long as it needs to take in order to get it ironed out. They can't really do anything to make it happen any faster. And so in the meantime, while this person's waiting for this divorce to finalize or whatever, they don't really have much of a choice other than but just to watch you walk away. And literally that's part of the problem here from the bottom of the deck. It's like this is part of their karma, their inability to like come to you now. The fact that they took so long or took too long, like I said, maybe at one point you had waited, and that ain't for everybody, but you know, some folks have. And maybe at some point you waited for this person, and it just got to the point where you were like, okay, well, I'm just gonna move on. Because honestly, I do feel like if this person ever comes to you, you're totally not interested. As far as what I see, you're not interested. Yep, I mean, it's part there may have been a child produced. There may have been a child produced. The only thing that oh Lord. Okay, so the only thing that I'm really kind of concerned with, because I see it down here, like I said, part of their karma is watching you walk away. You're independent, you are financially stable. They don't get to take part in none of that, right? Also, as part of the lesson, I kind of feel like it's like if this person can see you, they too can see the difference between you and the woman that they ended up like marrying. Like, and I'm saying that because they see that you're very generous and you just are giving. You're just a loving, giving person. However, they're seeing you. I don't social media, Google. I don't know, right? But from what they can see, because it is being highlighted here, you, like I said, you manage a lot. You don't. This doesn't look like you complain about. You just do. You do what you do, right? And this person is like really seeing clearly the difference between like who you are and maybe the person that he got with, and the person that he got with is like I said, she's really cold. She kind of feels like really emotionally she feels emotionally manipulative. She's also very this is a transactional woman here. It's like she ain't doing nothing unless she getting something in return. And so he can definitely, this gentleman can actually see the difference between you and this other person. So I do feel like there's the potential here of this relationship having produced a child. And there is a thing here, like he may have been manipulated. I mean, that's not your, that ain't got nothing to do with you. I'm like, they may have been manipulated into the relationship by way of pregnancy or something like that. They want to come out of conflict, but I also kind of feel like this person is they want to come out of conflict. I think I said it a couple of days ago. Like, they could be really intimidated by you. Like, you're not intimidating, but they're intimidated. It's almost like they don't feel like they're good enough for you or something. Yeah, whoever this person is, they miss you. They miss you. And they think about they think about when times were good with you. They miss you. Oh my God. This person, they're really sad and they really miss you. I also feel like whatever you've done or whatever you're doing for yourself, like it's almost like you kind of like you've made a name for yourself here. Yeah, this person, they kind of feel crazy because yeah, look at that. Oh, look, they changed everything. Yep. I'm like, I see it on two sides. Yes. So on one side, on one side of the decision, because here's the decision card. So I looked at like maybe four cards on one side of this card and four cards going back. And so like on one side, like the decision that they chose, this is the decision with you, how they fumbled you, where they chose not to work. They chose not to work with you, and because they chose not to work with you, like they didn't really invest any time. It's like they remember the fond times and stuff with you, but they didn't invest the kind of energy that would have created the solid foundation of the relationship. They didn't really invest that time. And what they chose, they chose something they chose somebody who ended up not being a team player. It's kind of like what they chose was like a reflection of who they are. So they didn't get like the love and the nurturing and the groundedness that the emotions that you normally, that you exude with people. Now they're stuck with like you would have been their wish fulfillment, but now you don't want nothing to do with them. This feels very much like stand 10 toes down in the decision that you made. Like you chose You chose that other thing. Stay over there and stay with that thing you chose. That's kind of what that looked like. Okay. Let's clarify. Yeah, and even on this side, it feels very much like this feels, you know, when I said it before, like you turn pain into passion or power. Kind of like rising from the ashes of past pain and disappointment. Like you over here breaking generational curses, and this person is over here suffering. And it's interesting because it feels like this feels like somebody wanted you also to be in this energy. But I'm like, you've healed from that. You don't have fond memories. See, the other thing too is you also don't have fond memories of this person or this situation. And you might have invested a lot of time and energy in being sad about it. Yeah, you spent a lot of time being sad about it. I said you stop waiting for this person. I feel like they know it too. This is crazy. This almost feels like somebody wanted to come in to kind of redeem themselves after they betrayed and backstabbed you. It's like, now I want to come in and work with you now that I'm done with this. Yeah, it's crazy. They want to come towards you now that they're done with whatever this divorce situation that they're going through, them coming out of that relationship. It's like now that they're coming away from that, they're trying to make their way, literally, they're just trying to make their way towards you. They're hoping that it's not too late. Wow. Weird ass energy. They're hoping that it's not too late. They want you to let your guards down. I already can see the comments. Ain't nobody entertaining this. Like, I can already see the comments. Nobody's entertaining this. I already know. You don't have to tell me. I know. I know. Yep, and part of their lesson is it's like they invested in the wrong thing. Ended up with way more burdens than what they expected. Like, literally, you got what you wanted. I don't know. There's an aspect of your life that they can't see, though. And again, I say you might be, if you are in another relationship, you may not like publicly discuss that or anything like that. You don't post pictures or talk about it or anything like that. Because they feel some kind of way about you being happy without them. Yep. Boop. Yep, there it is. So, Again, like I said, before I even laid the rest of these cards out, because they're all just saying the same damn thing. Part of the lesson here for them, part of the lesson and part of their karma is for them to like, it's for them to see you. There's an element of them having the ability to see you, like move on and be happy, because part of that, part of them seeing you is the karma. Like, knowing, it's kind of like knowing that they had you at some point, they had you in their life, and then they completely fucked that off, and now they don't have you. Now they don't have you, you're not interested in dealing with them, you're not like, and I don't want to say, I don't want to be like you're afraid of them. I mean, some of y'all are absolutely afraid of letting this energy come anywhere close to you because you don't want to get sucked back in. I get it. This also feels like, you know, it's like giving yourself closure. Like you didn't need somebody to come to you and apologize and do all that. You just kind of like quietly, because I feel like this person is seeing that, like you just kind of quietly put it to rest and then moved on with your life. You're, you know, you have a support system, or you have friendships or, you know, connections that you lean into outside of dealing with this person. They see that you're very happy. It's like they're, part of their karma is literally watching you move on with your life and being happy without them. I mean, okay, yeah. Like, yeah. Actually, no. Let's use a different, let's use a smaller deck. Oh. They're not happy about the, like, if there was some kind of conflict between you, they are not happy about, like, I think the result of that disagreement or whatever, they're definitely feeling a sense of rejection. Like, you remember what I said, like they don't want you to reject them, like they rejected you first. So now it feels like this is the other side of it. They feel that sense of loss and rejection because of the conflict or wedges between you. Yeah, they're just really unhappy. It's something about this person that they ended up with. They feel like, it's kind of like they're mad about the choice that they made. They made the choice though. Because it's kind of like they ruined the relationship. Like, I don't know what the nature of your relationship was, but this is somebody that you absolutely had love for. You absolutely had love for this person. And if they had love for you, they never actually showed that to you. I think I said it a couple of days ago. I was like, maybe they, like, you had a, like, the way that you feel, or the way that you kind of emit the energy of, like, your love, it's really, really deep. This person only really knew how to do, like, surface level shit. So when you come in with all this deep feeling stuff, and, you know, this person was trying not to drown in the depths of those feelings, and now they're like in this regret energy for playing these games. Like, they're seeing you, and like I said, you could have a public platform, you don't have to, but you could, and if you do, they're in regret because they see like who you've become, who you are, and they're like, damn, I fumbled that. Like, I had it and then I didn't. Oh yeah. Yeah. And for you, I think you released it when you realized you couldn't really do anything to heal it. You were unsuccessful, and I mean, like I said, we're not responsible for other people's healing. But even in trying to heal the connection between you and somebody else, even if you made that attempt, it was unsuccessful for you. So you just decided to let it go. Like, other folks are literally, yes, like I said, you couldn't. I said it before the cards even came out. Like, you may have tried to like heal the connection between you. You try to do everything you could to preserve it, and you were unsuccessful. So you had to, this feels like saving yourself. Like, you had to make a choice and save yourself and walk away from whatever was not emotionally supportive to you. It's like taking a stand and standing up for yourself, taking control of your own life. This person also could have had a drinking problem. This person also could have had a drinking problem. Because it kind of gives me the energy of like, this person, like their drinking problem definitely had some hand in dismantling whatever this is. Yep, the Tower. And if this person constantly made choices that were based on like lust and toxicity, that's what it was. They were afraid to go deep with you. They were afraid to allow their emotions to get the best of them. Like this feels like somebody who, and I want to say it's a man thing, because a lot of men, I mean, I am specifically talking about this distorted masculine energy, but this man in particular, I think he was afraid to like be vulnerable, to show emotions. They didn't even know how to address the emotions, so they probably drank themselves silly just to suppress them. And a lot of it had to do with what was going on in their head. A lot of it had to do with what was going on in their head. And it's funny because this is not about swords. The card that I'm talking to, this is not about swords, but I'm like, it's kind of like, because this imagery, I'm like looking at this, he's got like barbed wire on his brain. I'm like, and lightning and clouds. And I'm telling you, this feels very much like somebody who just really liked attention. This feels very much like somebody who just likes attention. And so this person, whoever I'm talking about, like they didn't know how to connect with people like on a deep level. They only did surface level type relationships. So okay, that makes sense down here then. So if this person kind of hopped around from like person to person, it was because they like that newness in the beginning part, like when you first meet somebody and it's like new and you're excited and you're getting to know people or whatever. And then when you get to the harder parts where it's like about really understanding the people that you're with and getting to know them on a soul level and all that stuff, like this person just they avoided those kinds of connections because, again, this person does not know how to go deep. So the moment somebody got deep, it was like, okay, wait. they ended up throwing away a really good solid thing with you because you had unconditional love for them, for dealing with these superficial relationships of people that they, you know, caught their eye, or they, you know, whatever. Okay. I'm like, okay, well, no, I'll keep going. I'll use a stick. Yeah, so this person may have juggled you. Yeah. They were very, like, Don Juan, very in and out. Love bombing, kind of. That must work for other people. I don't necessarily think, I don't think, this Eight of Pentacles in reverse, I don't think that shit works on you. It doesn't work on you because you know when things are sincere and when they're not. So I would be very cautious of somebody, and it almost feels like, and I'm going to say this because it doesn't, not that this person doesn't actually have feelings for you, they do. But I also feel like I'm talking about somebody who operates, this is Peter Pan. This is Peter Pan. This is somebody who hasn't quite grown up, because I'm like looking at the pages and the knights out here. I'm like, this person hasn't actually like grown up. So they're kind of in this like Peter Pan, Delulu shit. So I almost feel like in their attempt to try to overcome, you know, the distance between you and try to like come out of that conflict energy, they may try that surface level love bombing kind of thing because that's all they know. That's all they know. Again, remember, they don't go that deep, so they don't really know how to do deep. And I think, like I said, I don't think it's going to work on you because you're already going to know that they're full of shit. You're already going to know. They really want to come towards you, though, because I want to say I mean, honestly, I don't think that there's energy out here that supports reconciliation. And again, there could, like I said, there could be some distance between you. And I'm saying it here, like, part of the karma, because this is karma, is, I think part of the karma, also the distance also has something to do with that too. I don't know why, but the distance is a factor. Because I feel like part of this karma is for them to have to see you go on. But it's got, I don't know what, I honestly don't know what because I see it all across the board. The distance is a factor. For some reason. Part of, and it's like they can't get to you. They cannot come towards you. There's every time there's something about coming towards you or getting close to you, it's like, no, you can't. You can't. Because they want to come back towards you. They want to apologize. They want, like I said, this comes across as somebody who's very immature. So even if they were able to communicate to you, it's still not going to probably come across. Now that's the other thing. With Mercury getting ready to go retrograde, you know, it jumbles communication. So there could be like miscommunication. So even if, like I said, even if they were to attempt to try to like tell you how they feel and try their attempt at getting deep with you or whatever and telling you how they feel, it still may not come across as authentic. You still got your guards up, you know, so your boundaries are like really firm. And again, there's something in the distance, so they might not actually be able to come towards you or approach you. Here's the other thing. I'm like, oh my God. Here's the other thing. it feels very much like somebody wants to tell you, like if they had lied to you, because even though I don't necessarily have like third party energy per se, because I do see another person, so I mean, technically I guess that makes them a third party. The problem that I have is that in the center, like this is the blockage or dilemma, it still feels very much like this person, there is... Okay, thank you, Spirit. I was like, I don't get it. Okay, because I see them, well, I see you having it, you walked away from the thing, you dropped it, like, right? But I think this person, like I said, they're trying to, like, they could be going through a divorce or whatever, because I see that here. But things aren't going as planned. Like, it's something in the timing. It's not happening fast enough. They're a little bit like antsy because they want it to happen like now, because they know time is of the essence, because they're trying to get to you. This comes across as like they're kind of vacillating between having high hopes that their little plan could actually work, and then being a little delusional that this divorce situation is going to play out the way that they think it is. Because this feels like a failed plan. It's almost like by the time they're ready to come towards you or to approach you, you're already going to be like well on your way doing something else, and you ain't going to be thinking about this. And then they're going to be gutted because you're walking away. Yeah, yep. 3 of Swords, Ace of Cups in the reverse, Wheel of Fortune in the upright, Chariot. Child, you gone. King of Cups in the reverse. And then they sad. And Unhinged, because they were trying to win at all costs. But they chose money. This person, I said they chose money. Money and hoes. And when they finally thought about what it was that they were doing, what they gave up, what they chose to give up, yeah, now they see it. Now it's too late because you probably got them blocked and you don't even give a damn about them anymore. Oh well. Alright, let's do some index cards. Someone's using children. Someone's experiencing depression or dark night of the soul. Someone's been warned to stop. Somebody does things with an expectation of what they'll get in return. Someone's tried to affect your root chakra. They think they'll get away with betrayal, but Spirit sees it all. Someone's trying to cover their tracks. God has seen the misdeeds. An uncle or uncles may be significant. Meddling family members. Forged signature on legal documents. Up to 4 other people involved. Whatever love was there is now gone. Somebody could be dealing with travel restrictions. Somebody is heartbroken. Somebody can't keep their lies straight. We have ever-changing story. I have something like that, like right here. Because I do feel like it's weird because like somebody wants to come and talk to you. But I still feel like part of the problem is there's an element of dishonesty. I won't call it straight lies, but it's like, it's kind of giving, I'm not telling the whole truth. We have frenemy. They low-key hate you. Somebody was angered when you walked away. We have a baby mama out here. Somebody uses sex to get their way or cloud judgment. And somebody's a gold digger. Okay, I'm not going too far down in those. All right. We have Aquarius and Aquarius and Aries. So I have Aquarius out here twice and Aries. I have the 3rd house, the 4th house, and the 7th house. The Sun, the Moon, and Saturn. Aquarius twice, Aries, the Sun, the Moon, and Saturn. 3rd house, 4th house, 7th house. Alright, I'm going to leave it there. If any parts of this reading resonate for you, gave you clarity or confirmation of your own story, give the video a thumbs up so we can circulate into the algorithm and get in front of the eyes that need to see us the most. If you'd like to book a personal moral line with your own story, all of my information is below in the description box, and I invite you to join me for a session. I love you guys. I might have just a little bit more time to squeeze in one more quick video before I take off. We'll see how quickly I can get my board cleaned up before I can do this again. But anywho, I will see you in the next video. Either way it goes. I love you guys. Till next time. Take care.